Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live launch event. Make barriers none, make distance zero. We are thrilled to have you join us today. I'm Daryl, the marketer for RG-EW Home Wi-Fi. I see many familiar names here. It's good to see you all again.
Hi, I'm Ryan, the Home Wi-Fi GTM. This is actually my first time to be here, but I'm looking forward to hosting many more live events with Daryl in the future.
Before we start today's webinar, let's take a moment to look back at our last Home Wi-Fi webinar, the RG-EW3000GX launch event. At the end of that webinar, we left a hint. Hey, Ren, do you still remember what it was?
Absolutely. During that event, we not only talked about the RG-EW3000GX, but also showcased all the models in our Home Wi-Fi family to the viewers.
Right. We presented the whole family, different Wi-Fi standards, different Wi-Fi speeds, and different designs. Essentially, we are now offering various home Wi-Fi routers for our customers to choose.
Yeah, many different choices, but various doesn't mean all kind.
Exactly, I agree with that. Various doesn't mean all kinds, which is why we are working on developing new routers to meet the diverse needs of our customers. During the RG-EW3000GX launch event, I mentioned that we would be launching a new Wi-Fi 7 home router this year. That's why we are here today to introduce the new home Wi-Fi router with Wi-Fi 7, the latest Wi-Fi standard.
Great. I've been looking forward to this new model for months. It seems like our home Wi-Fi family is continuously expanding.
Yeah, that's right. Today we are focusing on the RG-EW7200BE PRO. I actually have one in my hands right now. It's a bit heavy and look at its large heat dissipation holes. They help cool the internal chips, ensuring stable operation and preventing sudden disconnections or failures.
It seems like you really like it.
Absolutely. I put one next to my workstation, and my computer and phone are connected to its signal every day. Absolutely stable and fast. It's hard to cover all its features in one go. So let's start with an overview video. Make barriers none, make distance zero. This is the slogan I came up with for the RG-EW7200BE PRO, since it's currently our most powerful home router. The internet speed it provides is faster than ever before. To give everyone a clear understanding of this product, here is the specification sheet for the RG-EW7200BE PRO. And after 1 minute, we'll move on to the next section so that you can learn more about it.
Also, our old friend Jackie is online. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Jackie will be here to help answer them.
Yes, Jackie is always reliable.
Yeah.
The first feature of the RG-EW7200BE PRO is its speed. Following our naming convention for home routers, its total speed is 7,200 megabits. Generally speaking, the total speed of our home routers corresponds to the number in their name.
That total speed is impressive, but I'd like to know what speed a real device can actually achieve.
Thanks to our technical team, we've conducted speed tests in a laboratory environment. Let's take a look at how fast a mobile device can achieve speeds from different angles. TX refers to transmission and RX refers to reception.
The testing is very rigorous because theoretically for the same router, the test results vary at different angles, mainly due to the antennas.
Facts. On this page, we can see that both TX and RX speeds are close to 2000 megabits at various angles. So if you use the RG-EW7200BE PRO, you won't experience any lag when watching like HD videos, playing games, or transferring files.
Yes, a very smooth experience.
Yes. The second feature is the unique function of Wi-Fi 7 that we often mention, MLO. This technology allows devices to use multiple bands simultaneously.
Wait, I noticed something that the RG-EW7200BE PRO supports 6 GHz.
To be honest, it only has two bands, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. It does not support 6 gigahertz. This decision was made because most devices on the market currently do not support 6 gigahertz. So if your device doesn't support it, the router 6 gigahertz band would be meaningless. Therefore, we chose to launch a dual-band home router first. This choice does not affect the RG-EW7200BE PRO support for MLO, allowing your devices to simultaneously use 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz for faster speeds. This is a feature that distinguishes it from Wi-Fi 6.
Yes, enabling the MLO feature is also very simple. We've included almost all functions in the eWave interface. You just need 2 steps to turn on the MLO feature. First, click More, then click WLAN and Wi-Fi. Enable dual-band single SSID, and then enable MLO on the same page.
So why must I enable dual-band single SSID before enabling MLO?
Because as we mentioned, the MLO feature allows devices to use multiple bands simultaneously. So if you choose to separate the 2.5 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz signals, then the device will not be able to use them at the same time.
Okay, got it. The third feature, which I believe is the most important, and it's also the inspiration for the RG-EW7200BE PRO slogan, is that it has 9 antennas and 9 fans, which means it has strong signal penetration. And generally, the signal from a typical home router can penetrate only 2 watts, while the wireless signal of the RG-EW7200BE PRO can still provide a smooth internet experience. Even after penetrating 3 watts, you can still watch videos, message your friends, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really hope that one day I can live in a house with so many walls. Imagine placing the router in the middle of the house with 3 walls in each direction. That house could be around maybe 300 square meters.
Really?
Definitely a luxury apartment or villa.
Yeah, a really large house. And
Yeah.
don't forget about our remesh, which allows you to have a wireless network with speeds over 1 gigabit anywhere in such a large big house.
Yeah.
Of course, our technical team has also conducted a rigorous testing on the wall penetration capability of it. They compared it with a similar router from another brand, 7200 megabits, which is also a dual-band Wi-Fi 7 router. To ensure the test results were convincing, they used 7 different smartphones as wireless terminals. The test results showed that when penetrating one wall, the RG-EW7200BE PRO was about 3% faster than the competitor. And when penetrating 2 walls, it was around 11% faster.
This test was very rigorous. It's common to have 1 or 2 walls between the smartphone and the router, so a stronger signal is always better. But this is live data, right?
Yes.
In real-world environments, there are many single interference, and various factors can affect wireless signal. Can the RG-EW17200BE Pro's wireless signal still penetrate 3 walls in real environment?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I had the same thoughts. So we found the villa and conducted the speed tests. The villa has 4 floors, and we placed the router on the first floor and then tested the wireless speeds on the second, third, and fourth floors. Let's take a look at this test video together. Hello everyone, today we are going to test our new home Wi-Fi router, EW7200BE PRO. It has 9 antennas and 9 fans, so theoretically it has a really large coverage. Its signal can penetrate 3 walls and still providing you a smooth internet experience. But we have to test this in a real environment. Now we are in a really big house. It has 4 floors and 9 rooms. And my phone has already connected to the Wi-Fi signal of our EW7200BE PRO. Let's go. The second floor. The third floor. The fourth floor. Okay, today's speed test ended up with a success of penetration of 3 walls. How do you think of this result? Thanks for watching and see you next time.
The antennas of the RG-EW17200BE PRO are excellent, and its wireless signal is very strong.
Yes, indeed.
But that's not its only strength. Let's take a look at the ports of the RG-EW17200BE PRO. The ports are a key factor in determining a router's overall performance. Do you think the ports are important for a router?
Sure. First of all, a router's WAN port has a limit. Secondly, for me, I have some wired devices that need to connect it to this router, and the ports will affect the speeds of all these devices.
Exactly. Some routers on the market may have a very high overall speed, But if the port speeds are not high, then the actual wireless speed of the router will only reach the speed of the ports. The RG-EW7200BE PRO has an overall wireless speed of up to 3,200 megabits. So it requires sufficiently high-speed ports to match that performance.
I've noticed it has 5 2.5 gigabits ports and 4 1 gigabit ports. That's really luxurious.
That's right. And these ports also have some special functions.
Okay, tell me more.
Okay. First, the RG-EW7200BE PRO has two 2.5 gigabits WAN ports, allowing you to connect to two ISP lines simultaneously. And these two WAN ports provide three functions: dual WAN aggregation, load balancing, and dual line backup.
Well, please explain what each of these features does.
Okay. The dual WAN aggregation feature combines the two ISP lines you are connected to. For example, if you have two 2.5 gigabits bandwidth connections, then theoretically, your total access bandwidth would maybe be 5 gigabits. The load balancing feature allows you to set a width for the two access bandwidth. The dual line backup feature means that you can set the one ISP LAN and the primary line. If for any reason the primary line goes down, the second line will immediately take over and provide internet access, ensuring that your router remains online at all times.
It sounds like these functions are very useful, and I think many internet users should now be opting to use two ISP lines. How should I configure these functions?
Yeah, just like the MAO feature, we've included this function in the eWeb interface. Under the WAN options, select dual line. Enter the configuration information for WAN 1 and WAN 2, and then choose the load mode you want under the load setting option.
Very simple.
Yes, the configuration for LAN port aggregation is also very straightforward. Click Advanced, then click Link Aggregation. There's a switch here, just turn it on to complete the configuration. After the configuration, the LAN 3 and LAN 4 ports will be aggregated.
Are only the LAN 3 and the LAN 4 ports able to be aggregated?
Yes, both LAN 3 and LAN 4 ports are 2.5 gigabits, and the performance after aggregation is excellent. Usually, when you use the RG-EW7200BE PRO, you get 2.5 gigabits access bandwidth and 2.5 gigabits LAN port speed. But just think about it. If you use both dual WAN and dual LAN aggregation at the same time, your access and output bandwidth can jump to 5 gigabits. My tech colleague and I used the switch to simulate two 2.5 gigabits ISP LANs connecting to the RG-EW7200BE PRO. Simultaneously, we set up dual WAN aggregation and dual LAN aggregation. And then we did a wide speed test. Let's check out the video together.
Okay. Seems like just like what you said. Configure the WAN ports first.
Yeah.
And don't forget to aggregate the LAN ports. Just turn on the switch.
Yes.
Okay, let's check the speed test result. The average speed could reach up to around 4,200 megabits. That's really an impressive
Yeah.
speed.
So fast.
Yes, I think I'd rather to use this to replace my router. and very stable,
Yeah.
around 4.2 gigabits. Okay, hope you like this video.
The next feature is a local area network file sharing function provided by the USB interface. The RG-EW7200BE PRO is our first router with the USB port. This feature allows all users on the RG-EW7200BE Pro's local network to access files stored on a hard disk connected to the USB port. For example, you can store music, movies, and other files on the hard disk, and then play them using devices on the local network.
Great. Teach me how to configure this in the eWeb interface.
No configuration is required. You just need to plug in your hard disk. However, I will teach you how to access the hard disk using your terminal.
All right, my dear viewers. The simplest configuration, even easier than setting up dual LAN aggregation, is no configuration at all.
Yes. So in the eWeb interface, click Storage Management, and you will see the information about the connected hard disk. With just 4 very simple steps, you can access the contents of the hard disk. Step 1, copy one of these 2 links. Step 2, open this PC. Step 3, paste the address into the address bar. Step 4, open the hard disk. That's all.
Really simple.
Yeah. The last feature is the gaming feature. Do you play games, Dario?
Of course, playing games keeps me sane and in a good mood.
Me too. How are your gaming computer or PS and router connected? Is it wired or wireless?
Usually it's wired because a wired connection is always more stable than a wireless one, especially in online games. Sometimes a small lag can cause you to lose a game.
Yeah.
No one wants to keep losing. So I think if it's possible, most gamers would choose a wired connection.
But if multiple devices are connected to the router with wired connections at the same time, other devices might use up the bandwidth of your gaming device, causing your game to lag.
Yes, that's a real issue. I hope my gaming device's network can be prioritized while I'm playing.
The RG-EW7200BE PRO has 9 ports, 2 of which are gaming ports. If you want to prioritize the network for your wired devices, you just need to connect them to these 2 ports and then enable the gaming guarantee feature. In the eWeb interface, click Game Port Guarantee and turn it on.
Okay, I think this feature is absolutely a bonus for gamers just like me. Very useful.
Yeah. We talked earlier about wanting to live in a big house, right?
Yes.
Don't forget, we also have the remesh feature with the 7 LAN ports and 1 WAN LAN port on the RG-EW7200BE Pro. You can connect up to 8 RE home routers to the RG-EW7200BE Pro via wire mesh.
That's right, remesh. I've mentioned this feature countless times, and it's definitely the most useful function for a large house. We can expand the network at any time without worrying about weak signals in some areas of the home. And here we've listed some scenarios where we recommend using the RG-EW7200BE Pro. This router is definitely a great choice for you. Okay, actually, we have wrapped up all the contents of our new Home Wi-Fi router RG-EW7200BE Pro. And now there's a poll for our customers, for our dear viewers. And it will take just 1 minute to complete our quick poll and help us serve you better. After these rounds, we will start our lucky draw. And don't forget to, if you have any questions, just leave it in the chat, in the question box. And Jackie, I can see that he's now answering somebody's problem. If you haven't scanned the QR codes via the Re app, don't forget that. Hey, Lily, please send the QR codes again. Okay, don't worry about it. We will post the QR codes on the screen again later. I send it via the app. Okay, 1 more minute after we will just start our lucky draw in 1 minute. Thank you, Cassie. Me monkey.